Not what I want. There we go. Alright, what's going on, everybody? It is me. I know, I'm back in action, I don't know. And I'm in a new place now, so we moved. So I'm now sitting in the same chair as before, but in a new area. There's the outside, there's the cool, there's coffee. Ah, pretty awesome. Also, apologies for any background noise. Matthew's having a field day with his gay buddies. Alright, so today we're going to be talking about software. I released a funny video a little while back. It was TextMod. We're going to be going over how to install it and how you can use every single feature in it. It's a cool Discord mod for Discord, obviously, because it has a name Discord. But basically, you use it and you can run custom commands, and there's a bunch of other features that I'm going to go over today in this video. So let's go and get started. There we go. I'm a freaking genius, dude. I figured it out. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and start off with how to install TextMod. So the way to do it is, well, first let's open up our file explorer. Alright, so when you download it, you're going to get a file called textmod2.zip. Basically, you'll have all these files. Really, the way to install it is really simple. I don't really know what else I can say about it. You just take all this, press Control A, and extract. There you go. It's installed. That's it. So you can run it by simply opening textmod2.exe, but I already have it installed, so I'm going to go to where I have it installed at. Now we're here in my installation directory, which is my project, or like where I work on it. And all you gotta do is open up textmod.exe right here down at the bottom. So we're gonna double click, and there we go. We got the splash screen. This will load. It might take a little while on the first go, but from there, after you've opened it, you can actually close it. And you can look it up in your start menu, so I can search up TextMod2 and it will be right there. This is the home menu, the first screen you're shown when you open the program. So here you can't do a whole lot, like it says obviously, but you can change whether the application runs when your computer starts. Performance mode is if you have a slow computer and the commands don't seem to be working a lot. And enable scripting is for scripts, which we'll go over later. And also hide TextMod is good because this will hide TextMod. It basically shows this little thing down there. And if you can click on the TextMod thing here, and it'll usually be behind this little block, but you can right click on it and view different tabs, or you can click on it and it will open back up TextMod. So you see it's right here. Alright, so now we're going to go ahead onto the commands tab and show you how to use commands. Commands are kind of the main thing of this program. And these are all the commands that are in it right now. Of course, when you download this in the future, maybe, there may be more commands, and there's also going to be image commands, which don't exist yet because I haven't gotten around to working on them. But for right now, these are what exist. The way to use them is really simple, actually. Let's head into Discord here in my testing server. Basically, what you want to do is type out the command, just like any other message. But then instead of pressing Enter on your keyboard, you're going to want to go up and press the F12 key. Basically, it's kind of like having a third arm. Like you have to get used to having it, but once you have it, it's like super useful. Once you get used to pressing F12 to activate TextMod, it's kind of like an extension. It's kind of like a bionic superpower or something. So all we're going to do is let's type out a command. So I'm going to start with a pyramid command because I think it's the funniest. Right. So we have pyramid, and then I'm going to type in some text to pyramidize. So I'm going to say hello, name Jeff. There we go. And now, remember, instead of pressing Enter, I'm going to press F12 on my keyboard. And boom, there we go. And now, it's instead of sending the message pyramid, whatever, it sends it in a pyramid form. So that's kind of awesome. And of course, there's a bunch of other commands in here. So we can try define. So I can say define car. Like, what if I don't know what a car is? Oh, it's a four-wheeled vehicle. We could do gamer tag. Okay, so I'm going to say gamer tag. Hello, this is me talking in the now. In the now. Press F12, not enter. Boom. And now I'm talking like that. Some of them are a little more advanced than other ones. But there's also the snippet command, which is a really nice one. I actually use it all the time. But so you can say snippet, and then you just type something, and this is the name of what you want your snippet to be called. So I'm gonna name this one, for example, Luke. Right? Press F12. And now, if it doesn't exist, TextMod will pop up and ask you. It'll be like, snippet doesn't exist. Do you want to make it? Right? And I'm like, okay, yeah, I want to make it. You press yes, and it'll open up a notepad. And inside the notepad, you can type whatever you want. So I'm going to type whatever you want. Right? And save that, and then close it. And now, whenever I do snippet Luke, it will type out whatever you put in the notepad. And now, this is actually stored in where your TextMod is located. You go to the TextMod folder and then head to the snippets folder, and that is where all of your ones are located. So there's actually a README there by default which has all this, and I found a funny thing you can do is do snippet README, and yeah, it will output, it just puts the contents of the text file in there. And other than that, there's just other commands. You guys can experiment with all of them, but for now, we're going to move on. The next one is emoji. So if you don't have Discord Nitro and you have image permissions in a server, you can use emoji, which is it's basically Nitro emoji without having to have Nitro. It's also worth noting, by the way, that these commands aren't self-bots. It's completely external. Like if I rigged up TextMod to work with, I don't know, like Slack or some other program like Notepad, it would do the exact same thing. It would work just like that. So it's not specifically designed for Discord, or it would work if it wasn't Discord, but it's specifically designed for Discord. It doesn't modify Discord in any way that could be considered a client mod, and that would get you terminated. Your risk of termination is very low. A regular user could do this, just like slap your text in like a pyramid maker website and then paste it, and it would do the exact same thing. It just does this automatically. The emoji, I already have a bunch of emoji added, as you probably can't see because my cursor's hidden, but alright, so I already have a bunch of emoji here, and you can see the previews in the bottom right. So I have like stop right here and stuff like that. And it's the same. It's pretty much the same as you use commands. So you type the emoji name like this. Oh, for some reason it exists. What? Okay, no, I don't. That doesn't exist. What's another one I have? Matthew 2. All right, Matthew 2. All right. So it doesn't show directly, but when I press F12, okay, there we go. It will automatically resize the image to be a perfect size that looks like a Nitro emoji, and then upload it as an image. I actually use them a lot. I like troll face. Troll face is funny. You can rename your emojis, you can modify your emoji list. If you press add emoji, this is where you can add an image to your collection. So I'm just gonna add the boost emoji, and then you'll see it appears here, and I can rename it. I like boost though, I think boost works. And of course you can see the preview in the bottom right of the window here. So, and you can press deselect if you have OCD. So now if I do boost, that's an emoji? Okay, whatever. There you go. Just like that. So, yeah, that's how all that works. I'm thinking of adding transparency to these, but for right now, since it puts in the clipboard, you can't have transparency. So, well, I'm working on that. Also, if you want to remove emoji, just press remove emoji. Pretty simple. Now, let's head on to scripting. Scripting is, I might lose a few of you guys here, but just trust me. I might put a timestamp if you want to skip scripting, because it's just interesting. But scripting allows you to make your own commands for TextMod, and another thing, which we'll go over later, which is on the Rich Presence tab. But scripting allows you to make commands. So if I press create script template, you'll have this window pop up, and then I'm going to call it a video demo, right? And then I'll press create command. Open folder, and this will be our scripts folder here. And I have a C# file now. So if I open this up, you can use Visual Studio, or you can use Notepad++ for all I care, or even just Notepad, honestly. It will show in here. Over here is where the main thing of our command is going to be run, the code that's going to be run when our command is executed, and the video demo command here. So this is what name the command will show up as, and what you actually have to type to run the command. So it's going to say video demo, and the description is going to be, I don't know, a demo command for this video. Then we're going to go here, and it has a basic arguments null check, but you can remove that if you want. And here is where we just type our code. So for example, I'm going to make this command, I'm going to make it put a ta-da emoji at the start and end of our string. So all you gotta do is return what you want to be sent. So I'm gonna say return ta-da, right, and then plus arguments, and then ta-da. The arguments variable, by the way, is what it's basically what is sent, or what is passed in. So it's the thing that happens after you type minus the command name and then anything after that. It's the arguments. And now when we restart TextMod, that script will automatically be loaded and compiled by TextMod. So that's pretty cool. So let's go ahead and load it. There we go. And now if we go to scripting, you can see loaded commands. Oh frick, that's a bug. Okay, whatever. I'll fix it later. But you see video minus video demo, a demo command just for this video. And now I can actually use it. Hello guys, and then run it, and boom, it puts ta-das at the start and end of the thing. And that's what we wrote, of course, in our code. Now we're going to move on to Rich Presence, because I'm going fast here. Rich Presence is one of the cooler features, I'd say. A lot of people will kind of gawk over it, but so as you can see right now, I have nothing. I'm a secret hammock lover. I don't want anyone to know that, but I put it in my status, and I'm not playing anything. So what we're going to do is we're going to open Rich Presence, and we're going to paste an application ID in here. So there's a little nice link here, and it will show you how to create an application. Press copy on your application ID right here. So copy, and then paste it in here. we're just going to paste it right here, even though it's already there. Then you just press enable, and you're good. So once you do that, I'm going to go ahead and get rid of all this. You'll start off, and you won't have anything. It's just playing a game, LUKECREATOR. Pretty simple. I tried, since TextMod is a free software, and I don't want to bother anyone with ads or whatnot. You can customize everything about this. I saw one guy had like a rich presence program. It was like that one guy or something like that, and he has a watermark on his image labels. But TextMod doesn't have any of that, so that's kind of awesome. Also, if your status isn't showing up, of course there is a nice little bubble here, but you have to go to settings, activity status. Oh, it's activity status now. Okay, well, it's that. And then make sure that this here is checked. So display current activity as status message. You have to have that on to show the rich presence. And then you can change top and bottom text, large and image keys, image text, and you can add buttons in. So let's start with our top text. Say hello, I'm Luke. And now, as you can see, it updates immediately. It says LUKECREATOR, hello, I'm Luke. Pretty awesome. Let's head back to the developer portal. You can head to the rich presence tab here on your application, head to art assets, and you can add assets down here. And whatever you name them, these are your image keys. So for example, if I want my big image to be Alvin, I'm going to copy this here and add that as my large image key. And the moment I add that, you can see that it's going to pop up, and here's the asset in my status. Discord does take a few minutes to update, so after you add an image or upload an image to this, you have to wait a few minutes before you can use it in TextMod. I don't know, it's a Discord problem. I can't fix it myself. And then I'll make my small image key TextMod, which I'm pretty sure is that the right one. Yeah, that's the one. Now, we're going to put some text when you hover over it. So the large image text will be, this is Alvin. And now there we go. And it updates immediately. Get TextMod to today. We can do buttons too, so I can do button 1 URL, hello guys, and then hello guys, and then click. Oh wait, that's an invalid URL. Click me. Alright, and let's make the click me button go to my channel. So I'm gonna paste my URL in there, and boom, just like that, I have a button that says click me. Oh my goodness, my trailer's blasting. I put that there as a joke. Okay, and also, by the way, when it's on your client, you can't actually click it, but other people can. So, okay, so now we have all this, but it's boring. It doesn't move. It does nothing. So that's why we have variables. So we have variables right here. You can see which ones they are, and they will actually make your rich presence animated and move as time goes on. For example, I could add, I'm gonna do scroll. As you can see, scroll. My name is Luke, and now over time, as you can see in my status. Well, it's going to move in a little bit, I hope. Yeah, there we go. So it's scrolling through the text, my name is Luke, slowly. Oh yeah, the space is kind of messed with it, but, you know, as you can see, it's just kind of scrolling like a billboard, which is interesting. Or we could do some other variables, like I could do CPU usage. And now it says how much CPU usage I'm using right now, which is 50% because I'm recording. Or maybe I could use, I don't know, the time. So, for example, if you want people to be able to see your time in your time zone, you could do time for me right now, and there we go. Now it says 1:13 p.m. for me right now. So that's high technology. Let's try mouse. So mouse, and I'll say mouse is at. And I put parentheses around it just because it makes it easier to see. But now that shows the coordinate which my mouse is at, which is pretty funny. Like if I put it in the top left corner right here, you can see it'll go to 0, 0. And the bottom right corner, oops, 19, something like that, 1920 by 1080. What else can you do with this? Well, as we saw in scripting earlier, you can create a script template, and then you can also create a rich presence variable. Now, I happen to already have 2 of them, so I'm going to go back to my scripts folder here, and I'm going to go, is it poop? No, that's just a poop command. Cool thing. I think it's cool thing. Here we go. Yeah. Okay. So it creates a rich presence variable, and you can put the name of it, the description of it, which will show in the thing, and of course the name of it is what you have to type. Then what you do is in the get string, you just return what you want it to be replaced with in their status. Right now, this creates a random, and it just returns a random number, and you can see it in action here. It's already compiled since I had it beforehand. So if I do random. Yep, it just puts a random number in my status every single time, or every frame rather. And that's about that. Now, time to get on to utilities, because these are one of the most, it's not one of the most interesting, but they are good to learn, and you can use them sometimes just for fun. So, auto counter is the first one. So basically what you do is you press inject to current channel, and that will inject to whatever channel you're in at the time, which in my case is chat in the TextMod gaming. You just tell it what number to start on, like 1, press start, and then you can click into Discord, and it will automatically count for you whenever you want. Now, if I switch to a different Discord, okay, well, it delayed for a second, but basically now when I go back into the channel, it will continue counting as if nothing had happened. So you can check something out, or like go back to a channel, or check another server. My Discord's lagging really bad right now, which is why that happened. And if you click into another application too, it will also pause the auto counter, which is nice. And yep, that's about all that is. The text encryptor slash encryptor is pretty cool, I think. You put in some text, so some fun, neat text. There's 3 different encryption modes, but text-bot encryption is the main one. And this will give you an encrypted text that can only be decrypted with TextMod, nothing else. So only for people that have TextMod. And you could say base64, which is a pretty common encoding, and then seed shift is the most secure one. So people can only decrypt it if they have the seed that you put in here. So if I put like Big Chungus and then encrypt it, now the only way to decrypt this is if you have the seed Big Chungus. So if I even just change one letter, like if I remove the S, it's completely encrypted, and it'll only be decrypted if it's Big Chungus. If you want to hide some text or just, I don't know, mess around with your friends. It doesn't have any actual use though, just like most of this. ASCII art is pretty fun because you can, you have 2 canvases. You have the emoji and the text canvas. The text canvas is just a basic canvas which allows you to draw. So I can say hello. I don't know how to draw, but let's draw a smiley face. Whoop, and then copy to clipboard. And my window's it's because I'm zoomed in right now, but if I zoom out, you can see it. It lets you draw ASCII art. The emoji one will draw in the square emojis. So it's like the these squares here. You can draw in those. They're on orange. So I'm gonna go like this, and then grab some green. That's not green. That's brown. What did I do? Brown. Green. Yeah, there we go. Copy to clipboard. And now I've got an orange. Boom, I can paste it in Discord, use it wherever I want, and it's all emojis. So it makes my Discord lag really bad. So the next one is keyboard mods. Keyboard mods are fun to mess around with. So you put them on. There's a few different modes here you can use, but I'll show you what all of them do. So furry, basically, it may not seem like anything's happening at first, but when I type hello, as you can see, oh boy, everything I type will now be in furry language. As you can see now, I was not typing those W's, that just kind of came out because of the keyboard mod that was on. Odd is, makes my typing look like I'm actually stupid. No backspace is kind of funny because like when I type, it disables backspace, so you can't get rid of mistakes or anything. So okay, mouse keys lets you move your mouse with your arrow keys. Not really sure how this is a keyboard mod, but you can also press enter to click. So you can click on stuff. I don't know why you'd want to do that, but shift to right click, so that's pretty interesting. It works in first-person shooters too. I tried playing it. Broken keyboard is it's annoying to say the least because I've actually had my keyboard to kind of act like this a few times. It basically just cancels some of your keys. So I say, "Hello guys, please, my keyboard is broken." I can't even press enter sometimes, so it cancels like half your keys. And then double type is everything you type is double, so double type. Whoa. Once you close keyboard mods, it disables the mod that you have on. Alright, ID decoder. If you slap an ID in here, any ID, it can be a channel ID, a server ID, a user ID, anything, it'll show when it was created. So if I go ahead and copy my ID and go ahead and paste it in here, it will decode it and say that my account was made 8/14/2016. If I do, for example, this channel, it'll probably be in like 2020. Yep, 6/27/2020. So that's interesting. The date's encoded into the ID, a specific part of it, so this just kind of does the math and gets rid of it. And then long typer. This is this one actually I put effort into the UI this time. Basically, this if you're planning on going AFK, you can troll some people big time by if I'm gonna make this message hello, okay, just hello, all right. I'm gonna make it type for 30 seconds and then press start, right? And this will fake typing for however long you put. In this case, 30 seconds. So if I'm gonna go AFK now. Like, I could go get some lunch, and people will be like, "Oh, he's typing for so long, I wonder what he's going to say." And then, you know, the build-up's massive, it's insane, everybody's going wild. I'm going to drink some coffee. 30 seconds is a long time, I just realized. Hello, Matthew! You can't see him. Oh, it just sent hello. So now, yeah, it typed for 30 seconds and then it sent hello. And you can make this go on for hours. Like, you can pick like 5 hours and then start it. So I can press start, and now it will type for 5 hours straight. So if you're planning on going AFK and you want to pull a massive big time troll, that's the play right there. And anyways, that about wraps up pretty much all the features in TextMod. The download is in the description. Also the original video. I'll link the original video and the GitHub, which also has the releases. The latest release just came out, which is like just now, and it has an auto updater and a few other nice quality of life features. I shall see you guys later.